Hey back, it's me Ian, and in today's video I'm continuing my look at my 4K and Blu-ray collection, and this is the 18th shelf, part 18. Hey, yes, what can you say about that? So, without further ado, as they say, I better get on. The first one is Terms of Endearment. Jack Nicholson is here again. What a great actor he is. This was up for 11 Oscar nominations and won 5. Shirley MacLaine, what a great actress. And Deborah Winger, yes, and John Lithgow in here. So what a film. Absolutely love it. So it's something that I could just watch and watch again. You know, it's almost like a comfort movie. It is. We get Danny DeVito as well in here. So then we've got The Terror of the Tongs, a Hammer film. Christopher Lee, and of course he went on into a similar role, but with worldwide domination in Fu Manchu. Yes, but this is great release. Indicator again, doing a great job. Fantastic. Then we've got a classic horror film, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I know there's a 4K. I haven't got the 4K yet, but it still could come. Though I'm very happy with this Blu-ray copy. And there's a lot of great extras. Honestly, the extras on here are fantastic. I would keep this, definitely. We've got 2 discs as well. Look, this is a great addition to a worthy classic film. I think a lot of people expect a lot of bloodbath in this, but there isn't actually a lot of gore in it. It's just so good the way it's put together. Absolutely wonderful. Then I've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which I really enjoy. It's got Dennis Hopper in it. Hey, what's not to enjoy with Dennis Hopper in it in one of his brilliant roles, isn't it always? This is an Arrow video release. I think this has got a 4K. I've not decided to upgrade to that. I'm very happy with that one. Then I've got Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. Yes, they really started to pump them out, didn't they? Yeah, this is just enjoyable. Yeah, I don't mind this one at all. Yeah. Yeah, this is, you can pick this up. I picked this up pretty cheap somewhere. Really enjoyed it. Great. And then we've got another one that you often see around cheap. I think I got this for a couple of quid, but it's good. You can sit back and enjoy this. This is the Texas Chainsaw. That's it, Texas Chainsaw. Great. Absolutely adored that one. Nothing to worry, just enjoy it. And then we've got The Theatre of Blood. I talk about this film a lot. Vincent Price is just made for this role. And you always feel he was a Shakespearean actor. And here he is quoting Shakespeare, doing some great killings, a great cast, so many recognisable British casts. Diana Rigg. Hey, what is not to like about this film? This is a great film. Thoroughly enjoyable. He's not with Roger Corman on this one. That's with the other film I talk about, Mask of the Red Death. But this is a great, you should enjoy this one. Then we've got They Live. This has got so many iconic things in it. All the conspiracy theory people love this film. John Carpenter ahead of his time. You see the slipcover again. You can't help but enjoy this. I don't think it's his best John Carpenter film, but it's enjoyable and it is up there, and I'm glad to have it on 4K. Then I've got Blu-ray copy of The Thing. I've kept this one. This was on the Arrow label release, and I was just happy. There was a lot of good extras on here, and I decided to just stick with that. Not get rid of that one because, of course, I had to get. this release, the 4K, with its slipcover. A film I saw at the cinema on release. I saw it on the big screen. Loved it then. You can't beat science fiction and horror. What a great combination together. Then I've got Things to Come, essential sci-fi classic film that, if you love sci-fi, I highly recommend this. H.G. Wells scripted this film. It is amazing. And it's 1936. Wow. Yeah, this is before the Second World War. And it's predicting that, as usual. H.G. Wells, way ahead of himself. Great film. It's on network, so you may have more difficulty getting hold of it. But if you can, try and get hold of it. Then we've got a 4K box set of Thor. Marvel, now you feel a bit tired with them. And here we are. Perhaps, I'll be honest, Thor is perhaps the least one that I like of all the heroes. You know, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, all really enjoyable. This is not quite as enjoyable. I think maybe the first is my favourite of these, but I'm not as keen on the way they do Thor, really. And the most overrated film, often in Marvel terms, is Thor Ragnarok. Why? You know, I don't understand why. I just didn't connect with it at all. And of course, I hadn't even bothered getting the other one, the fourth one. No. Right, and then we've got our classic film, Time After Time. Malcolm McDowell playing a wonderful H.G. Wells imagined story. This is on the premium collection, and I think maybe hard to get hold of, but there is wonderful, really, you know, if you could get hold of this, it's a quality sci-fi film, so easy to watch. Oh, and David Warner's in it as well as a brilliant villain. Yep, absolutely. He's like a Jack the Ripper. Yes, wonderful. Time Machine, one of my absolute classics. 1960, great year, some great films, and here it is. It's on the premium label as well. This is another one that I recommend. To me, this is a great sci-fi film. It's much greater than an overrated film like 2001: Space Odyssey. This is really good, really. I'm going on a bit there, aren't I? Time Traveler's Life. It was basically a romance story, but it's got sci-fi trappings, and it's enjoyable to watch. I enjoy that. It's good. There's no wrong with this at all. You know, I know it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's all right. Yeah. Oh, the Tingler. Look, here he is, Vincent Price. How can you not like Vincent Price in this? He's really doing his usual Vincent Price stuff. Wonderful, wonderful film. On Indicator as well. Then we've got this. Might surprise some people, but I love this. This is an epic film, yeah. I love epic films like this. The Titanic, yes. Wonderful film. Again, it's a romance. It's James Cameron. Hey, what is not to like about this? You know, it's a great film. Yeah. Then we've got a slasher film, The Toolbox Murders. It's okay. It has got a 4K release. I didn't bother to upgrade. I didn't feel it needed it. It's not one of my favourite slasher films. I could watch it, but I think there's something not quite as good in it. I don't think. I don't know what it is, but I just didn't really connect that much with it. It's enjoyable. It's okay, but it's not brilliant. I don't think it's brilliant. But I'll keep it in the collection and say I'm not upgrading. Then I've got Torchwood, Children of the Earth, Children of Earth, from Yorkshire. Anyhow, this is a great Torchwood story. It's good. It's perhaps the last. Oh, there is another one after this that they did, but this one I really like. It's still got a good feel to it, and there's no wrong with it at all. So that's a Torchwood there. Then we've got the very last Hammer film, To the Devil a Daughter. Natasha Kinski, Christopher Lee. What a film this is, though. It's sad about the ending. They almost ran out of money and they all ran off and didn't do a proper ending. But forgiving that, it was trying something different. It was new for Hammer to go in this direction in many ways, and it works well. It's just a shame that it couldn't have carried on, but there we are. So this is a Studio Canal release with the wonderful slipcover. Sad that about Hammer. Then we got Torso. This is enjoyable. I mean, you've got to love this, haven't you, Torso? It's much better, say, compared with Toolbox Murders. It's on Shameless, this again, with a bright yellow. What can you say? It's another slasher film, but you can sit back and really enjoy it. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, enjoy that. Then we've got Torture Garden, Amicus, anthology films. There's Jack Palance even in here. What can you say? It's Amicus with one of their anthologies, and it's on Indicator. Hey, cool, eh? And then I've got, now I love this film. Again, a film I saw at the cinema. I picked it up on Steelbook, and I'm really glad I did. It was really cheap. Look at that. Fantastic Steelbook. Even though I'm not a massive collector of Steelbooks, it's got 3 discs. It's got 3 discs. And I say it's got the 4K as well. Wonderful. It looks great. Honestly, it looks great. Then we've got Toy Story box set 4K. This was really cheap. I think it was the beginning of last year that I saw this. For the first time, I'd never seen Toy Story films. I thought they were great. Yeah, I loved them all. They fit well together. It's a shame that this won't. It should be the last one after number 4. I like number 4. A lot of people weren't as keen on some of them, but I think I was always a bit wary of this kind of animation. I'm old-fashioned. I like the older 2D animation, but this works well. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad I got it. Then we've got the Transformers. First film. Yep, first Transformers film. I've got this. It's okay. It's okay. And I haven't bothered with any more. I found it okay. I know there's a lot of them, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not that big a fan. So it's got 2 discs. Enjoyable to watch. I think, is this the Michael Mann one? Direction? I think it could be. It's not we are on here. But anyhow, it's alright. It's I'm happy to have it. Then I've got this I really like. This is a film that won't be everybody's cup of tea. I can see some people not understanding it, thinking it's a bit weird. It's one of these with different parallel time things all going on. You have to work it out. You actually sit there and really enjoy it. Wonderfully comes together, I think, and it's quite scary as well. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Thoroughly recommended this, yeah. Twilight Zone. And I'm kind of wish I had more, but I've got this, and this is a great season. It has the William Shatner one on as well. Also the other one, I think, with the library story. This is great. Some great stories. All these wonderful discs in here. This is a 4-disc set, Blu-ray. Presented how they were originally. Great. Then we've got Twins of Evil. This is on Network. Highly recommended. One of the great Hammer films. It's definitely a big favourite of mine because it's got the wonderful Coulson twins who are sadly not with us. But I mean, Peter Cushing, he's always good. He's really good in this. If you haven't got it, try and see if you can get hold of it still. It's on Network. Yeah, Network. It's having a big reverberations. It's demise. Then I've got here 2 Evil Eyes, and it's on 4K. somehow I picked this up really cheap. It's two stories, short stories. One's directed by George Romero, and the other is Dario Argento. Yeah, they're really good. I really enjoyed these. Real classics, I mean, what can you say? Two great directors doing two short stories. Fantastic, really. And then we've got here The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll. This is enjoyable. It's maybe not the greatest of these, but it's a Hammer film, and I enjoyed it, I'm not going to say it's the best, but it's not the worst, and you can sit back and enjoy it. Yeah, Christopher Lee's in it as well. Always good to see Christopher Lee. It's an indicator release. Fantastic. Then we've got Two Witches. Two Witches, a modern horror film that Harrow do so well. I saw this not long after it came out, really cheap. It was still the special edition. It was on offer. I grabbed it. I think at the same time with The Last Matinee as well. I got that at the same time. I think well before a lot of people were talking about this film. A great film. It's in a slipcover. It's got it's got a poster, and it's got the booklet, everything in it. This is so highly recommended. Then I've got this, another network. See, network keeps popping up. You can't get this on Amazon or anywhere else. Or it's at an inflated price. UFO. Jerry Anderson's very adult story, and there's some great stories on UFO. This is the whole series. I absolutely loved it. It's completely been fully restored. Brilliant series, this. It's iconic. If you've never seen it, well, it's well worth a look. But I say you may have more problems now getting it. But yeah, excellent. Then we've got, Under the Skin. Under the Skin. Scarlett Johansson. She is wonderful in this film. Absolutely love her. She's great. What an actress. What a sad ending as well. Some people think it's weird. Definitely they will. They will. They'll think it's absolutely weird. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It may get a 4K release. But wow, I don't think you'll see anything like this. Absolutely. Makes you love film when you see like this. You see both sides, tradition, classic, and then this more. It feels like it's come out of an independent. It's wonderful. And then what have we got? Oh, we got Unfriended. I picked this up. I remember reviewing this. Got it cheap. Very enjoyable for this type of film. Really good. What is not to like about this? It was cheap as chips, as I say, but it was really grand. I enjoyed it. It's summer film I'll watch again. Yeah. And then finally we've got, here is Jordan Peele's second film after Get Out. It's Us. Now, again, this didn't go down well with everybody. I think a lot of people thought it was getting too weird for them. I love the twist ending. I think that works well. I really like this. It's different. It feels fresh. It's exciting. It's what modern film should be, You compare it with something like Marvel have been doing and Disney with their Star Wars stuff, and then you think this is proper filmmaking. You're thinking to yourself, hey, reet grand. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and that's it. That's it, folks. I've gone through. Oh dear. I've really gone through them, haven't I? That was the 18th shelf, and that's it. Yes, we're all done. Woo. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and we'll let you know when I produce videos. And also, if you've liked this video, have a look as well what else I produce, and give it a like. Give this one a like, because then it helps other people perhaps like it, or perhaps they don't, and it all costs note. So you can't say fairer than that, can they? Here, bye, you can't. And if you have any comments, please put your comments down, because I love to read what you think about these things, and that costs note as well. So here, bye. You can't say fairer than that. So I've gone on long enough, and all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.